He knows he's being watched. They've introduced the players. They've played the national anthem. Game is moments away from starting. So you know, making a grand entrance. Our own Ted Baxter wannabe, Joey Trombley, who will be here momentarily. And as late as he is apparently beat Joe Poisson here. I haven't seen the hide nor hair of Joe. We're hoping that Joe will be here to join Joey. Calvin Castine at Chazy Central Rural School, George Brendler Field. And this is Mountain and Valley Athletic Conference Soccer, the season opener. Defending champion last year, unbeaten till the state final game. Chazy Central Rural School Eagles and their opponents from down the road a piece, the Schroon Lake Wildcats. And take us through the game, we have the late Joey Trombley.
I see that you were taping me as I was walking across.
Yes, it's a tradition here to tape Joey as he arrives late for the ball game.
It's a work day. I think I got here late. Well, it is Schroon Lake and Chazy, and Calvin, it is a beautiful night.
Beautiful, is right.
We went from 30 degrees from Thursday to the weekend, and now
And the drop, yeah.
Yeah, and a drop. Not in the positive for us. But I mean, tonight is just an absolute gorgeous night here at the George Brendler Field. We have shadows on the field, and the Chazy girls had a very successful weekend. They went down to Shenandoah, and they won 2 games on Friday, 1-0, and then on Saturday, here comes Kempton, and she can be dangerous. And there's a save by the goalie. And on Saturday, they won 2 games. 3-0 and 4-0. So they went 4-0 on the weekend down in Shenandoah, which says something about this team.
These mini games, I don't imagine they'd play that many full-length games.
No, they had to be, I think, no more than 50 minutes. Or each game couldn't be more than 50 minutes. You couldn't play more than 100 minutes. So they played 2 50-minute games is what they played, 2 25-minute halves. So
we had some teams playing 100 minutes here.
Yeah, we did.
Only one game.
Yeah, we did. That was that'd be Beatmantown and PHS in the championship game of the Frankie Garrow Memorial Tournament. And I got to admit, Calvin, I'm glad I got the Chazy roster, because after last year's graduation of 5 seniors, I got to get a feel of the land here with these newer players that are stepping up. But if you read the paper today, they seem to be favored again in the MVAC, which is no surprise.
Yes, they are the biggest beast in the room as far as the MVAC is concerned, and it's year after year, it seems. And to go all year last year and not get beat till the last game of the season is quite remarkable.
Yeah, and that was only a 1-0 loss, which could have went either way. They hit the post, but the rebound came to the shooter, and we hit the post, and the ball did not go back to the shooter, and that would have been the difference of the game. It was definitely an evenly played game on both ends. 2 teams that were very similar in style, and they're attacking the way they attacked and the way they played defense. And that day, Arkport was the better team.
Well, they were better by 1 goal.
1 goal, and that gets you the hardware. And so Chazy, number 14, was Chelsea Gay. She's in the starting role this year for the Lady Eagles. And on the far side, you have Lindsay Hack, who has moved up from the JVs to the varsity this year. And so they have a lot of young players on this team. I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seniors, and same as last year. And they have a ton of juniors on this team, so they're going to be good for next year too, I would think. We're assuming this year this is the first league game, so it feels good to be back calling league action for a change, Calvin.
Well, it's actually their first real game, league or not.
In theory.
Yeah, because the games that the boys played over the weekend were real games, so they were not league games. the mini games I would not call real games.
That's
The
true.
others are scrimmages. So
Scrimmages and yeah, and the games this weekend do count on the boys' record,
right.
which would be a 1-1, and that was Alexis Bushy getting a long shot off, and she is one of the captains this year. Number 15, Kristen Doran, is a captain, as well as number 23, Astrid Kempinen, and Coach Karen Trombley's on her third year here, leading the Eagles, the Lady Eagles, and I guess you can say she's had some success. She's made it to the Final Four both times she's been here.
Yeah, well, they were successful before she arrived, and they're continuing with that success.
So she's kept the tradition going.
You're darn tootin'.
So Schroon Lake here at midfield, it's Desalia had it pushed back, and it comes into Chazy territory, and there's a strong sweeper in Megan Reynolds, and it gets over to Bushy, up over to Doran, one of the captains. And then on this side over here, you have Kinnan Latchmore, only an 8th grader, and then you have Hannah Lauren, an 8th grader, both come up, and you have Kinnan in a starting role as an 8th grader, which says a lot about her talent.
Definitely. But since her sister vacated a spot, I guess she's filling in the Latrimore role in the starting lineup.
Well, it's been a few years, but yeah.
So her cousin was there.
Oh,
for
that's
a while.
right. Devin was there. Yeah, there was a nice shot by Kempinen, and in the football world, that would be worth 3 points. But she was able to turn around and get a shot off, and she's very capable of drilling it in from that distance.
Well, Joey, you know most of the people tuning in are tuning in to hear Joe Poisson, so we don't want people to hang around if he's not going to show up. Have you heard it? Is Joe expected today?
I have not heard.
His mother's here. We could go ask his mother.
Yeah, well, you always pick on me, but Joe really makes a more grandiose entrance than I do. He moseys on in with his backpack, and he says hi to the boys at the Mickey Fry area, and then he comes over and he kind of chomps on some fries and some cookies that his mother makes that we never seem to get.
Yeah, never get up to. She makes them for us, and then he just happens to eat them all.
Yeah, it's amazing how that works. And Mrs. Poisson, if you hear this on TV, that's a true story. And you can always catch me walking in. I'll be more than happy to bring some to Calvin up here. But and we need to bust on Joe. He's not here, and he deserves to be busted on. Because I know you guys do it on me when I'm not around.
We do it on you when you are around.
That is true too. It is Chelsea Gay working her way down there, and Doran coming over, and they're going to try to work a corner kick, hopefully, and it is a goal kick, so it goes off of, and it wasn't Doran actually, it was off of Kinnan Latchmore. So checking in here for Schroon Lake is Chloe McKenna checking in. Chloe McKenna.
Yeah, I make that same mistake. Like Zoe and Chloe, even though it doesn't look like it, that's how they're pronounced.
And it looks like Gabby Harvey. Would I be saying that right, Gabby?
Yeah, Gabe.
I'd say Gabby for a girl. We could say Gabe,
Could
but
be Gabrielle, and you might call her Gabe. Who knows?
could be.
My daughter is Danielle, and sometimes people call her Danny.
Danny.
I never did, but I use the other part of her name, the last part, Yeller.
And I'm Joey. Some people call me Joe. Some call you Cal.
Yeah. You were in that era, like our bishop, Terry LaValle, Joey Poisson. Those are kind of nicknames.
Yeah.
And as an adult, you're living with a name that sounded cute as a
kid.
As a kid.
But that is the real name.
Yeah, I know. Same thing with our bishop, Terry. Terry's not Terrence, it's Terry.
Right.
And, sometimes...
So we're kids at heart then.
Yeah, you must be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Outside of that, that's the only thing you and the Bishop of Valley have in common.
I would say he's a little more spiritual man than I am. Even though I am a church goer and that kind of stuff, but he took it to another level. And I'll tell you, of course, if we can talk about the Samuel D. Champlain, we can definitely talk about our new bishop. Very well deserved.
Oh, definitely.
Valley.
Oh, definitely.
I think the whole diocese was thrilled on that one.
Everybody was cheering for him. When he got the interim job last year, everybody was hoping that this is what would happen.
Yeah, and he's a wonderful person.
Northeastern graduate, so that helps.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's a Cougar. Yeah, will always be an alumni.
Yeah.
But just just an incredible pick by the Pope.
Yeah, it is the Pope's decision. Yeah, I'm sure he
I'm sure he was
he's advised. but
advised.
still,
Yes, but he has the final say.
That's right. 'Cause the bishop works directly for the Pope. There's nobody in between.
That's right. And the goalie, did you happen to put who the goalie was for
Yeah, I
them?
put it right at the top there, Lindsay Reynolds.
There you are, Lindsay
I
Reynolds.
thought you'd recognize her.
Well, you know, I'm not used to reading your writing. I'm always down there doing the preliminary work.
Well, I had to write in a hurry because I arrived expecting that my men would be here and have their lineups. And
Yeah, I know.
Schroon didn't have an extra roster, so I had to write it out of their book.
Well, that's not a good thing.
Yeah, so.
Well, right now, Chazy is definitely controlling the pace of play. We have 30 minutes and 46 seconds. The surprising part about this game is that Chazy has not scored yet. The shots on net are 4-0, but they haven't had any real tough shots on Lindsay Reynolds yet to challenge her. She'll work her way up to the...
Clark,
Heard it.
he's getting here with a knee brace, and he's apparently blown out his knee. We got Larry Bayshard on this side, and Clark's kind of glad that the ball is not going past
Yeah.
midfield.
Yeah. Larry's got this covered. Yeah, Clark is walking very gingerly over there. And he's been around a long time refereeing games.
Yes.
He's got to be, jeez, look at him over there. That is not good. I guess that brace didn't do what it was supposed to do.
No, I've seen a lot of ambulances at soccer games for the kids, but never for a referee.
Yeah, yeah. And we have a throw-in coach, Strombley's telling Larry Bayshard to let Clark leave. We'll do this with one referee. Or one official, I should probably say.
Right.
Official.
He's a referee. These are refs. They're not umpires, they're refs.
They're refs.
Unlike basketball, which has an umpire and a referee.
Really?
Really?
I never knew that.
Yeah. The umpire is in charge. And he has a few duties that the regular referee doesn't have. But there's an umpire and a referee in basketball. And I don't think there are too many people except the referees who know the difference and what their duties are. But I did ask one time, and it was explained to me, and like so many other things, it's long gone from my memory.
I'll tell you about all this knowledge all these years. You never shared that in-depth knowledge with the viewers. That's what people come to suspect out of home.
I got to hold something back because what am I going to do? I got to talk about something new once in a while.
Well, you know, you are the sports authority of TV, right?
Of TV, apparently. Yeah, radio is. Radio is a station that shows up and does 6 games a year. And
you do understand that's their cue on the other end. They know when to run to get ready for the commercials. Oh, actually, okay. I gotta take this back to Bob Pooler. That wire he called today.
Put in my wire.
So the ball's been down in Chazy's end here, and.
Wind is kind of blowing south to north, so I don't think it's favoring Chazy.
Well, you know, Calvin, I'm glad you brought that up because of this day and age with apps and everything else that are available.
Oh my gosh.
I'm able
Showing off.
No, I'm able to tell you right here.
There we go.
I have an app for this. I'll tell you what the current conditions are in Chazy, New York.
Does it have our longitude and latitude?
I'll give you everything that it has here. It's pretty impressive, actually. Right now, it's currently 78 and sunny with some shadows here. Now, where'd you say the wind was from?
I would say it's from the south area.
Okay, anything else with it, or it's strictly south?
Well, let's see. Let's take a look at it. I would say it's southwest.
Southwest. You had a 50-50 shot there, and you missed it, so you're no Tom Messner.
What?
It was south-southeast at 8 miles per hour. The humidity is only 54%. The UV index is 0, which means it's low. The dew point is 60 degrees Fahrenheit, and the sunset is at 7:20 tonight. Anything else I can share with you? Would you like the 10-day? There's a shot. Oh, hits the crossbar, and Polomsky drills it and hits the crossbar. So Chazy was that close to scoring their first goal. with 26:39 to go here in the first quarter half.
Did you notice how Reynolds knew it was going to hit the crossbar, so she let it go?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's just smart goalie.
Yeah, she could have jumped another foot in the air and caught that, but she knew the crossbar was going to be there. So.
But you know that's just being a seasoned goalie.
Yeah. You know, that 8-foot crossbar is kind of high for the ladies, but, you know, it's for the boys. It's not, height-wise, it's not much of a challenge, but for the girls, it is.
That would be true. That's why a lot of times it's good to go high.
Yeah, either boys or girls, but they say for boys it's good to go low.
Well, I mean, you've seen a lot of games through the years, and that championship game with PHS, that Brett Smith, is probably one of the best single individual efforts as a goalie I think I've ever seen.
No, he did some nice plays there.
Nice.
I've seen so many games. I would hate to start saying that's the best I've ever seen, but
It rates up there.
it's in the top 10%.
Okay, well, that's being politically correct in this politically correct season that we're in here with midterms coming up. And then last time we did this, with 2 minutes left, Joe goes political on us. What was that all about?
I don't know. That's why I think he's embarrassed. He embarrassed himself. So I think he's put himself on a self-proclaimed.
This could be
suspension.
dangerous right here. Oh, Kempinen goes wide. Her eyes had to get big as $half when she saw that whole left side wide open.
Yeah, well, she did the smart thing, went far post, but just went a little too far.
Yeah, a little too far. Well, the shots on net are 6-0 favoring Chazy, but Schroon Lake leads us in the corner kick category 2-0. And now we're going to cut it in half right now, Calvin. We'll get to 2-1.
Kicking into the wind.
Kempinen pushes it back. It looks gay. Chelsea Gay will look to serve it. Nice serve in the box. Nice headed by Dorn, but it goes wide. So checking into the game is Jory Cooper as well as Hannah Lauren, the 8th grader that we talked about. And Jory is an 11th grader. And coming off is Polomsky as well as Chelsea Gay.
I don't have the grade listing for Schroon Lake, but no JV game. Of course, they probably had do they have a modified? Do you know?
Well, there'd be no JV, but there's no modified game.
Modified game. Okay.
Well, I shouldn't say that. There's no modified game tonight. They do go down and play Schroon Lake at some point. Why, I don't know why they do that, but they, our girls will go down and play Schroon Lake in a modified game later in the season.
Your daughter playing modified?
She is.
Oh, so
That's why I have that
that's how you
in-depth
know.
knowledge. So this is new grounds for me tonight, Calvin. I have no children at the varsity level now, which is a change. But it's nice to see how these other girls have stepped up and are playing the same brand of soccer, controlling the midfield, passing it, keeping it on the ground. You know, currently it's Latchmore with the ball, the 8th grader, looking to try to get by Whitney. But Whitney knocks it away and gets it up over to number 28, Gabby Harvey. But stepping up there for Chazy was Alexis Gay. She gives it over to Reynolds. With Reynolds in that sweeper position, you feel very comfortable back there. She has excellent speed, very smart when the ball comes to her. And just like that, you put a pass up to midfield, and now you got 3 or 4 touches, and you got Kempinen on the far side looking to make something happen. And she does control the field very well. A great midfielder for Chazy. And it's knocked over, and it goes off of the leg of Lauren, actually. So it'll be a goal kick for Schroon Lake.
The coaches always try to pick up some of the defensive players and get their names in the paper, but you know, obviously the people playing the defense don't get the recognition that somebody who puts a goal in or gets an assist on a regular basis gets. So Reynolds, her sister as an 8th grader, was scoring goals here on the varsity. So
She didn't stop for 5 years.
right. So you know, I wonder
Oh, there's a nice long shot. That's dangerous.
That's it.
There's a shot, and that was Kinnan Latchmore sent it up high, and in defense of Reynolds, that sun was in her eyes, and she couldn't pick up on it. And Kinnan Latchmore scores, as an 8th grader, the first official goal starting off the new season. Quite an accomplishment for the 8th grader.
That is a great accomplishment. And there'll be joy on Washington Avenue tonight.
Yes, they will be dancing on Washington Avenue. Let's see if she's willing to do it. So Chazy gets on the board at the 21:37 mark of the first half on an unassisted goal by Kinnan Latchmore, the 8th grader. And that is the first goal of the year for Chazy, and it goes to the 8th grader. So congratulations to Kinnan on a job well done on that play. And you know, there's an old saying out there, Calvin, you aren't going to score unless you shoot, and you never know until you do shoot.
Yeah, that's nice when you. Did they just say Dorn got the assist?
They give an assist? Okay, then Kirsten Doran got the assist.
Yeah, that was a nice long shot, and you'd like to see more of those. Sometimes they work the ball too much, and they try to get it through a whole bevy of defenders. And
see, what I love is the position. Latchmore stayed right out here, and of course you got a field general like Kempinen. She found her, and now Latchmore sends it back to Kempinen.
well, this is the way you play soccer. Supposedly, too many games you see everybody bunched up around that ball, and there's no place to go with it.
Right.
So they stay wide and play their position, and then when somebody gets surrounded, they got a place to push the ball, and it keeps the defense spread out too.
Well, I was impressed too. A couple of times you had Megan Reynolds back there. Pressure's coming on. A good offensive play is going back, push the ball back to reset, and she did that a couple times to Catherine Took. And there's another shot. Will go off the hand, so it'll be a corner kick. It looks like. And then they reset the play up. So any coach will tell you a pass back is just as good as trying going forward all the time.
Yeah, it's just as long as there's not
It's
four
not
offensive players.
Yeah, as long as it's not intercepted. But Polomsky's going back into the game, and it looks like Emily Lapierre coming off the field for Chazy. And then, of course, you have Brianna DeZalia going in for Schroon Lake. And it's Kempinen feeding it into the box. Oh! Wow, what a header by Megan Reynolds, and the defense was right there because Reynolds, the goalie, was beat.
Well, she wanted to get on the scoring column and start chasing her sister.
So we have another corner kick, and you'll notice Kempinen does it on both sides.
Okay. I'll notice that.
Here goes Kempinen. Wow, that wasn't what she wanted. And it goes over the head of Cooper. Back to Kempinen. Kempinen feeds it, top of the box. Lauren does a nice job. Oh, Lauren trying to turn around and get a shot off, but it's knocked away. And there's a shot by Cooper over the net. So Chazy's peppering the shots at the Schroon Lake goalie Reynolds right now. They do too. Did Mickey walk away?
Yeah, Mickey's gone to visit his mother-in-law.
Oh, there he is. He's on the phone. Oh, we're back at the action here. We're talking about Mickey, the famous chef of the Mickey fries. Walking over to see his mother-in-law.
Well, what we haven't told people, though, is that he's very strict. If he thinks you're not respecting his fries, he'll say, no fries for you.
Oh, yeah, he's like the soup doctor of Seinfeld.
Yeah.
No
fries for you.
Yep, no fries for you. If you don't appreciate what he's put into those fries, he's not going to let you clog those arteries. It's not going to happen. Doran doing a nice job down below, sends it back over to Latchmore. She tries to put it right to the 18, trying to find Latour, the other 8th grader out there. But it's knocked back, and the ball's kind of just being kicked around. Lindsay Hack on the far side. She's playing the left fullback position in the offensive end. And she just takes it off of the Schroon Lake player, so it'll be a throw-in for Chazy. And it comes all the way back to Bushy. Bushy with the ball. Stepping up. And I'm not sure who she pushed that through, but it's knocked back to Reynolds. And she will probably switch fields here. See, Kin does a nice job coming to the open space to give Reynolds an opportunity, and she one-times it over to Lauren. So the 8th graders are playing above their years right now as far as the field sense out there, and I guess that's probably why they're out there.
That's right.
But I'm very impressed with the 8th graders right now, and just their field sense out there. They move without the ball, and they're doing very well here at the varsity level here in the first game.
Chazy athletic director Brian Norcross has been over there trying to,
Get Clark off.
Yeah, we'll get if there's other numbers Clark wants him to call or whatever. He's trying to do whatever he can to find him some help. Now, what is this? We have an extra player on the field here.
Coach is in the game right now. She doesn't have enough subs. She wanted to get back in there, bring back the glory days. And it is Doran with the ball, pushing it up over to Hannah Lauren. Lauren's got some nice speed. And I'll tell you, she plays like her brothers. She's very fast, very athletic. And we'll go off of Latch. Oh, nice try by Hannah. She gave it a good effort. But it goes off of Latchmore, so it'll be a throw-in for Schroon Lake. We have 15:26 to go. Chazy up 1-0 here at the George Brendler Field on the 7th of September. Just a beautiful, beautiful night for a soccer game. Chazy out shooting Schroon Lake 9-0, and they lead in the corner kick category 3-2. And Gay knocks it off the Schroon Lake coach. And there's a throw-in headed by Kempinen right onto the foot of Polomsky. Polomsky does a nice job getting by one player, trying to get by two. Polomsky going to the right side, trying to get by, and it's Polomsky fighting her way through, doing a nice job. Now sends it across, and there's the shot by Kempinen. What a feed by Polomsky. And Kempinen goes up her deck, as we talked about earlier. And Chazy goes up 2-0 at 14:25 here left in the first half.
And there's an example where Kempinen was in position to receive the ball. She wasn't 10 feet away from the ball. She was playing her position, and she got that nice feed and took full advantage of it.
She gave Polomsky an opportunity to do something. And she did.
Okay, Polomsky scored?
No, she gets the assist.
Okay, yeah.
But, Amber came up late last year at the end of the season as an 8th grader. She's a freshman. So the underclassmen are making their presence known here in the first half against Schroon Lake. But there's not many teams, boys or girls, that come to the George Brendler Field and beat Chazy on this field, other than PHS and boys and the Frankie Garrow Classics there at the Memorial Tournament. I think the girls have lost one game here. That was to E-Town a few years back, 1-0. And I don't recall the boys ever losing a game other than to Plattsburgh High School here.
Well, that was part of the stipulation when George Brendler agreed to let them name the field after him. He said, you can't lose.
In the MVAC.
Right.
Yeah. But at some point, they will. Because nothing goes on forever. And there's that nice give and go, and there's the speed of Latchmore. She sends it up. Yeah, nice defensive play. And number 5, Liz Bessie. I remember calling that name last year a few times. Going to the far side over to number 17, Sarah Mahler, working her way down, but she takes it off the end line. Clark Hurdick was all over that one, Calvin. He blew the whistle. So it'll be a throw in here for Chazy. And another throw in for Chazy. I guess they'll ease up on the whistle. There's a nice play by Reynolds. Heads up play. Getting it over to Kempinen. Kempinen now working away to midfield. Number 5, Bessie. Playing hard. Latchmore gets it over to Chelsea Gay. And it goes off of number 26, Chloe McKenna. So throw-in comes up to Hannah Lauren. Lauren pushes it up over to Kempinen. She tries to push it across. She does. Over to Polomsky, right back to Kempinen. So good job by Polomsky. Smart play. Now goes to the open space. Giving chase. Jory Cooper is very fast here for the Eagles. She'll keep it in, and it's Gallagher giving chase with her. And Jory Cooper hustling right through that ball. And it's the reason why she has a brace on her knee, because she doesn't give up. She's constantly giving 100%. We have 11:51 here left in the first half. It is a Chazy leading Schroon Lake 2-0, out shooting them 11-0. So total domination here by the Eagles here at the George Brendler Field on the 7th of September 2010. I am Joey Trombley calling the action. On the camera is the hometown cable founding father himself, Calvin Castine, and of course we won't be seeing much of Sam up this year because Sam had to get a hip replacement.
Yep.
Was it a replacement?
Yeah.
Has that been done yet?
No.
I think coming up and down these stairs would be
He's
good.
looking for a donor. Are you willing to donate a hip?
Well, I think if he comes up and down the stairs, it would help loosen it up.
Well, yeah, I think so too. But
He won't take our advice on that?
no, standing up for a long period of time does him in too. So.
We can get him a stool.
Yeah, that's what I told him, the piano stool. You and Joe could just take turns pushing him in the right direction.
Oh, yeah, we'll just keep your head straight. We'll just turn you. And there's Subra with the long kick. Cleared out by Dorn, pushing it to middle or center of the field to midfield. And it's Whitney passing it back, and Bessie gives a big booming kick. Reynolds is back there. And Reynolds being challenged by number 29, Rose. And Reynolds does a nice job pushing it up over to Cooper. And now it's in Bushy's hands, and she'll send it up over to Gay, back over to Cooper. So nice ball movement by the Eagles. But then it's cleared back into midfield by number 5, Gay. Picks it up, gives it up to Kempinen. Kempinen over to Lauren. Lauren now over to Dorn, or Kitten Latchmore. So Latchmore working her way down, has it knocked away, and that would be a throw-in for White. And all kinds of changes coming in here. Lapeer coming into the game, as well as Chelsea Gay.
And the Schroon Lake Wildcats don't have names?
They do, but I didn't catch their numbers. I was trying to keep track of ours. As
25
Polomsky and Cooper off, and it's 25 in.
25 and 28 in.
Desalia and Gabby Harvey into the game. Was a nice feed into the box. And it's chipped up over, and Emily Lapeer was this close to getting a goal. But it goes over the net, and under 10 to go, 9.5. Chazy with a 2-0 lead here at the George Brendler Field on the 7th of September, 2010. So, Calvin, how many events have now posted on Plattsburgh.com and HometownCable.com or whatever?
Hometown Cable Network.
Network.com.
Well, we've got 5,000 in the pipeline. It's just a matter of taking that last step to get them over there. So 5,000.
5,000, okay. And how many more could go on?
At least that many more.
At least. So if you're bored some evening and you want to, and I'll tell you, you can pass an evening watching that stuff.
Oh, then yeah.
There's a lot of interesting.
27 years worth of memories.
There it is. And that goes side net by Kempinen. Nice feed by Lauren. I'm very impressed the way the girls are playing. They're passing very well. And in a short period of time, Coach has them ready to play.
Yep. The only thing that could be better if the Press Republican showed up and took a picture of them. That would be nice too. Huh?
Is that the press? Well, the shadows are now pretty much gone away. They're just a little bit on the goalie end. There's a little bit out there.
No, it's all shadow now.
Well,
It's all shadow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll call it that.
Those are tree shadows.
True shadows, okay.
Tree shadows.
Tree shadows, okay.
Yeah.
All right. The lights are on here at the Brendler Field, George Brendler
A little
Field.
bit of sunshine there to the right of the goal, but outside that, it's all tree shadows.
Oh, here we are. Oh, just out of the reach of Hannah Lauren. And Reynolds with the kick. And it is Alexis Gay up over to Latchmore. Nice job by Hannah to keep it in. Latchmore now giving chase. She pushes it up over to Lauren. And I got to believe these other teams look up, and here goes Lauren. Oh, nice heart. Oh, she scores. And the other 8th grader, Hannah Lauren, gets on the board. So now it's 3-0. These other teams have got to be wondering, where do these kids come from? Just when you see a bunch go, they graduate, okay, well, this is our chance. They lost 5.
They're recruited.
Yep, they are.
The parents are given
2 freshmen.
parents are given pseudo jobs.
Well, 3-0, Calvin, with 7:03 to go. Shots on net, 14-0.
What's the hold up here? Oh, changing goalies. Ooh. I didn't get the shirt number.
Somebody down?
If I had been quicker and realized what was happening, I would have got the shirt number of the person who's now tending the goal.
Well, I would have done it for you, but I was, checking my apps out here.
Yeah. Tweeting.
No, I won't.
Tweeting to all of his fans.
I don't tweet during the game. No, I don't. I can't even tweet. I guess you can, but I don't know how. I'm on Facebook, but I'm never on it. Oh, I smell Mickey fries, and it's Calvin's betrothed. She's up here. Judy's up here, and there could be another goal. And Lauren gets number 2. And it's Hannah Lauren 2, Brandon Lauren 0 for the year. So we'll keep a running tally between her brother and herself.
Get a rivalry going.
Yeah, we'll get a little sibling rivalry working now.
Nice going.
So what a beautiful job by Hannah Lauren. And that was from Kempinen. Of course, Kempenen's always involved in the goals. No, I'm good right now. No, we'll leave that to your husband.
To my husband?
To your husband. I'm saying it to Judy. Okay, all kinds of changes here. Okay, 6-11, 17, 18. Christina Emery, Katie Thiebel, Miranda Osher, and Jessica Lauren all checking into the game. 4-0 with 6:26. So that's nice to see Coach Trombley with a 4-0 lead, dominating the game, get these other players into the game. Those girls will work very hard in practice. They deserve the opportunities.
That's right.
Lauren trying to find Gay. Chelsea Gay trying to stay up with her. And it's Kempinen, knocks it away. Looking for a spread the field, trying to get it over to Lauren. No, Kempenen's going to go up. She lets a shot go, and that goes off the goalie's hands and into the net. Nice hard shot at the 6-minute mark left in the half. It's now 5-0 Chazy, out shooting Schroon Lake 15-0. And we're off. Well, Schroon Lake had the kickoff after the goal. And Lauren's got the ball, gives up to Polomsky. And it's number 11, Katie Thiebel, giving chase. Chelsea Gay. No, I didn't, but you did, so that's all that matters. I'm not writing anything down. It's we'll have to play back the memories here. I know it's a lot to little right now.
How much time is it?
Well, there is 5:20 left in the first half. The field is in beautiful shape here. AD Brian Norcross does a nice job. Cleared out by Reynolds onto the foot of Whitney. And it's going to the far side. Stepping over. Osher's over there. It's passed back to her. And now it's cleared into the box, and it's Reynolds. Working her way up. Now gets it up to number 14, Chelsea Gay. Chelsea Gay has it knocked back away. And it is Osher getting the ball over to Emery, far side, up to Gay. Chelsea Gay gives it up to Kempinen. Kempinen controlling it, pushes it back over to Reynolds. That's what I was talking about earlier. They switched the fields up. And now going to the ball is Tebow. But stepping in front is number 35, Supra. Taken away by Bushy. Bushy sends it up, trying to find Lauren. Lauren's got the speed. Hannah Lauren going down, but she's being challenged by Supra. Lawrence back to Tebow. Tebow sends it up over to Polomsky. She sends it to the box. Kempinen finds the opening Emery on the far side. Emery getting a shot off. And Christina Emery finds the back of the net. And that poor goalie's touched the ball 3 times, and 3 times off her hands into the net. But she went high on her, and then so credit to Christina Emery. And of course it was Kempinen involved again with an assist. She has assists, she has goals, she's constantly involved, and at 3:43 left, it's 6-0 to Chazy. And we're back to the action. And it is Tebow with the ball. Tebow working her way down, trying to keep it in. She does keep it in. Sends it up over to Polomsky. Polomsky knocks it up. Cooper's got some good speed here for the Eagles. Does a nice job. And she gets a weak shot off wide of the net. We're getting ready for the goal kick here. Kick comes up. And it goes off of Chazy. Clark Herdick says it was off of you, young lady. Goes to Schroon Lake. I wonder if Clark gets combat pay tonight for something like that.
But anything that happens in that 15-foot area around him, he's right there.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it. I give him a lot of credit for staying out there. But that's a sign of a true professional.
And he wouldn't get paid if he left.
I don't know. Would that be true?
I don't know.
I don't know.
They could always sue the school, say it was a pothole or something.
Could do that. This is a pretty rough-looking field.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
And it's Tebow with the ball. And Jessica Lawrence sends it up to midfield to Polomsky. Polomsky giving it over to Tebow. Tebow kicks it up over to Cooper. Nice job by Tebow. Cooper goes to mid of the field. Kempinen will step up. And nice job by Kempinen. Bushy heads it over to the far side, giving chase is number 17, Osher. And she doesn't get there, and it goes out of bounds.
What's time?
We have 1:10. I may have to venture over there for some Mickey fries at halftime, Cal.
It burns your skin off. It's like acid. I heard that. It's acid.
I heard one chick use it like every day. You want me to try that? You want your precious
40 seconds to go. And it looks like the first half will be coming down with Chazy leading 6-0. "25 seconds, Calvin."
Coach, you're killing me.
17 shots to 0. Corner kicks 3-2. Chazy leading 6-0. against Schroon Lake here on the 7th of September 2010. And the first half comes to an end.
Yeah,
I should get a shot of someone eating fries and then.
yeah, yeah.
You get
Go
that
ahead.
in the
Yeah,
yellow.
eat a fry, Judy.
Joey's probably eating.
Yeah, Joey's still eating.
Oh, I see someone behind the light post over there wearing the yellow. Yeah.
That's it. That's Joey. Joey's still eating fries, Mickey fries. And Kenny Drake is here, and he had his first Mickey fry, and not his last. He is going to be a regular. He's going to come to all the Chazy home games now with his Channel 5 camera and just eat Mickey fries. Second half is underway. Joey is over there picking up some local color, I guess. That's going to be his excuse. We have a corner kick for Chazy. Reynolds is back in goal for the Wildcats. And let's see if I can, oops. I believe I was told that it was Gray who was in goal for a while, giving Reynolds a break. Very pleasant evening, temperature in the mid to upper 70s, low humidity. And referee Hurdick has been replaced by referee Wilson. So it's a local boy makes good here. He comes in to finish up the job started by Clark Hurdick. And we've heard unofficially that Clark said he had heard of something snap when his knee went out on him. So it was very brave of him to keep going out there. Here comes Joey. Looks like he's really running full steam. He'll be out of breath when he gets here if he keeps running at that pace. Chazy does a nice job of distributing the ball. Wildcats, of course, are forced to play defense. There is nobody back this direction. Chazy will just pass back and lure a few of them into the other half of the field, just trying to tire them out. Ball stayed in. It was right on the line. Now it's at the 18. Well, you must be out of breath, Joey, running all the way like that.
That's why I figured I was late for the first half and I'll be late for the second half.
This game goes overtime. You won't be here till it's over with.
It's not sudden death, remember that.
Right. Golden goal.
The golden goal. That is funny, actually. There's a nice feed.
Reynolds is back in goal, by the way.
She's back. I think that's probably a good move. So Dorn trying to get into the action here. So I was only about 4 minutes late. Well, you know when you get a thing of Mickey fries over there, it's amazing the friends you create.
Everybody just flops
They're all
around.
hanging around wanting some Mickey fries. And then you got to keep a conversation going. You don't want to like have a fry and run.
Yeah,
So.
you're lucky there's no seagulls around. They like fries.
Oh yeah. See, nice, just nice playing by the Eagles, and that started with Lauren sending it back to her. She does a nice job getting over to Lapeer, to Kempinen, over to Lapeer. Now trying to find Gay.
Did you ask Mickey where his brother-in-law was?
Mickey's not there.
Oh,
No, Mickey gave it to Dan Barrier. Let's just take over for tonight. I got you set up.
so I'm walking across the field. I thought maybe he was just going to go visit his mother-in-law. But
I guess he headed home.
And he calls himself a soccer fan.
Yeah, I know. Well, you know, he's got all the accolades, you know.
Yeah. What else has he got left to prove here, you know?
Yeah, he's made his mark.
But if Dan sells a ton of fries this year, where he came up short, just a few pounds short last year.
Yeah, we did, but if we go short this year, you can blame it on Dan.
Right.
You know, last year he had nobody to blame but himself.
Yeah, 'cause he didn't buy him. He
Yeah,
didn't buy enough to.
they could have. That's right. They ran out that
They
one
ran
tournament,
out
right?
the-
That's
the-
right.
the
I
last
forgot
game.
about that.
The last game, they ran out of fries. and
I
they came
forgot
up
about
short,
that.
Yeah.
Lapierre, nice play by Lapierre. Oh, nice give and go. Gay tried to get back to Lapierre, just a little bit behind her. And a trip on Lapierre.
Oh, it's the referees change uniforms?
Yeah, I see they got Red Wilson over here.
Yeah.
And what, Larry had another shirt?
Yeah. He carries all the different colors around with him.
Well, you just never know.
Norman and Kitty told him always be prepared.
And I'm sure that Clark couldn't wait to get the heck out of here. You think he's going to have it looked at?
I
Or just go throw
don't
some
know.
ice on it?
Don't know. I heard from a reliable source that he said he heard something snap.
That's not good. And Latchmore with a goal tonight gets it up over to Dorn. Dorn some nice speed, long shot, goes wide. So we have 32:56 to go. And the score is still the same as it was at halftime, 6-0 Chazy. And Ferris comes into the game as well as Dazalia. And coming out is Gabby Harvey and Sarah Mahler. And Bushy over to Lapierre. Trying to find Bushy. On to the foot of number 25, Dazalia. Nice play by Lauren. No home cooking here. Red Wilson says it's red.
Well, he wants red. Red wants red.
Yeah, red wants red. Red Wilson wants red. And Kempinen switches fields all the way over to Latchmore, but it's Polomsky that gets there first. And Polomsky has it knocked away. 18 shots to 0, Calvin.
Ouch.
Yeah.
And speaking of ouch, no mosquitoes tonight, Joe.
No, the little breeze helps.
Yeah.
I know that first game of the Frankie Garrell Memorial, we were sweating like pigs up here, and we were putting enough spray on us. This is more soccer weather. A little breeze,
Well, this is pleasant.
no humidity.
I wish this were typical soccer weather.
Yeah. But you know, the last few years the weather hasn't been that bad.
No, but you get to the playoffs, it's always cold.
Oh yeah, it's cooler. Cold. Now come on, it's cooler.
Right. Right. We've never seen any snow on the ground or anything like
Oh,
that.
not October. It was the what was it here? The MVACs. Another goal. And Polomsky gets on the board again, I think. But those poor goalies have had like 5 go off their hands.
I made a mistake. All you lip readers out there, I'm sorry, I zoomed in on her. I think she said darn
Who?
the goalie.
Oh yeah, that's what she said. I think it was probably sugar is what I heard.
Sugar darn.
Sugar darn. Darn sugar. And we're back.
White keeper, timer. Start it.
So Lauren steps up and just touches it, but it goes on to the foot of 25, Dazalia. Lauren giving chase. She's fighting for the ball. Nice play by Lauren not to give up. And it's Lauren to Lauren. Red Wilson says drop ball.
point, red.
Take it, Captain.
Red ball. Red light's calling red.
Yeah. But he's more white than red.
Over the years, yes. Yes, I would agree with that. And Bushy fighting for the ball, but taken away by number 29, Rose. And there's Reynolds stepping up. Reynolds trying to find Polomsky, has it knocked away. Lauren rushing to the ball. And she just knocks it out. And Lauren looks like she's hurt.
Foot down.
Looks like Lauren got hurt on the play. And we're back.
Her coming off, or
She walked off on her own volition. So it looks like she'll be okay. That was Jessica Lauren. And Miranda Osher steps into her spot over there. Lapierre sends it up trying to find Lauren. Gets by Lauren, and it's Gallagher giving chase. Gallagher and Lauren fighting for the ball. The ball was knocked back, picked up by Polomsky. She serves it to the center of the field, and it's Lauren chipping it in. Coming off the line is Reynolds, and she'll work her way to the 18, and she'll punt the ball up. And Hack heads it up. And throwing coming up for Kennan Latchamore. Over to Kempinen. Lauren's got some space. Quickly the defense collapses on her, but it goes back to Gay. Gay pushes it top of the key. Lapierre looking to get a shot off. She does. It's deflected. And Reynolds comes off the line. There's a punt up. Off the head of Bushy. Controlled by the Schroon Lake. Red. And it's pushed over to Polomsky. Polomsky working her way, had some space, has it knocked away. And it's kicked into Chazy territory. And Hack does a nice job taking the ball out. Looks like another injury, far side. And we do. And we're back to the action. You can almost feel the intensity of a game like this, ain't Calvin?
Yeah, it's you always have to admire the team that's trailing 7-0 to keep going out there and keep
Well, they're
pushing
fighting hard.
Yeah,
There's no doubt about that.
and if you're the team that's leading, as a coach, the last thing you want your team to do is to start playing half speed and get hurt. 'Cause
Well, Coach Trombley's doing a good job. She's substituting there pretty freely here, and
you just wait for a better shot and just don't be so quick on the trigger.
and there's Reynolds, does a nice job. 90% of the time, Megan Reynolds makes the right decision with the ball when she gets it. That was a beautiful pass over to Lauren, and Chazy just controlling the midfield, looking around, passing it around. Back to Reynolds, and she'll go back to the goalie. So they're spreading the field. Took with the ball. Up to Bushy. Bushy to Reynolds. And it'll go onto the foot of Lapierre. Lapierre sends it up to Gay. Gay at midfield, and started with the goalie, and here they are on the offensive end. And it's Gay, pushes it up over to Lapierre. Lapierre takes it off of the number 13, Armstrong. And Osher sends it back to Lapierre. And Lapierre loses it, and it goes to the center of the box, and coming over is Hack. One times it up over to Bushy. Nice play by Hack to Bushy. Bushy working her way to midfield, gets it up over to Gay. Chelsea Gay trying to get up over to Lauren. And it's Lauren and Cooper giving chase. Coming out, and it's picked up by number 6, Christina Embry. Emery fighting for the ball, sends it up, and it's Lauren, has nice speed. She has Jory Cooper in front of her. And there's double defense on Hannah Lauren, probably a good idea. Gay with a shot, it's a knuckler. And Reynolds controls it. So a nice play by Reynolds on the knuckler, and she quickly boots the ball out off the foot of Emery, trying to find Gay. Gay with the ball. Gay being challenged by number 13 Armstrong. It's knocked away, but controlled by the Eagles. Reynolds goes up to the far corner, or side I should say. Nobody there, so it'll be a throw in for Schroon Lake. With 25:08 to go, Chazy leading 7-0. And about shot Schroon Lake tonight 20-0. Well, here's an opportunity for number 29 Rose. And will they consider that a shot? And it's kicked out by Took.
I don't think so.
I don't know. And I think this is the only time they play him this year. I don't think they go down and play him again, but I'm not totally sure.
Yeah, do they have the 3 divisions in the,
I think so,
in the
yeah.
soccer?
That's what I mean. It's
Yeah.
kind of, and plus the state took 2 games away
Yeah.
in their knee-jerk reaction.
Well, don't call them jerks.
I said knee-jerk reaction.
So who is in the Northern Division? Do you recall?
I have no idea. I would have
I'm
no
disappointed,
idea.
Joey. Disappointed.
I would assume we're one of them.
Yes.
I would assume we're one.
E-Town and Willsboro, and I can't
I don't
remember
think
if
they put all- I don't
Westport's the
think they put-
4th.
I don't think they put all the top teams in the.
Well, I think
one
they
division.
went geographically.
Yeah, they did.
I think so.
I can ask Coach Trombley at the next break we have.
Well, she's got her hands full coaching here, so
She's out straight down there.
yeah. If athletic director Norcross isn't busy this half, he doesn't have to call anybody this half.
No, Brian was running around pretty good there trying to get some relief for Clark Hurdick. If you're just joining us, went out with a bad knee,
Yeah,
and you heard that he felt something snap.
that's what I heard.
Is that the word we're using? Snap?
So snapping, no crackle, no pop, just a snap.
Just a snap. Okay, well, that's probably a good thing. Chloe McKenna's into the game. And just coming out was Danielle Burr. Ouch. Oh. Cooper playing hard. It's taken down.
Bring it wide, Christina! Christina, wide!
About the 30-yard line, 35-yard line.
Yeah. Oh, Lapierre traps it, but it can't get it in. So we got a goal kick. And here goes the goal kick. So Chazy playing their patented control game. And there's Lauren. If she gets one more, she's going to have a hat trick tonight. Ooh. Sends it across. Cooper trying for it. Controlled by Reynolds. Nice play by Reynolds. Now, I did tell Megan, I said, during a game I will call you the Dominator out there. And she's going, there's no way you'll call me that. I said, yes, on camera I'll call you the Dominator. So Megan, you are the Dominator out there. So I did what I said I was going to
You
do.
did it.
And whether she'll watch this to pick up on that, I don't know. But I'll let her know.
Catherine could have just stayed home tonight, though. I don't. Has she touched it?
Yeah, they passed it back to her a few times. They haven't officially given it a shot. I'm sure the paper will show it as a shot tomorrow.
That's right. There was one that came back there that she came out and loaded it.
Yeah, it was.
That was not a shot, though.
Well, it was stressful if you're a Chazy fan.
Yeah. It's when it's 32 degrees and the wind's blowing, and that goalie doesn't get any action at all.
Yeah, and all of a sudden they're called to make
Yeah.
that play. That's tough. Cooper looking to get a shot. And that is going to be a throw-in for Chazy. No, it didn't go out. Nice play.
That's why the refs don't
Handball.
stand up here. They get right out there in the field.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's been a little more quiet the second half, letting the fans just absorb the poetic motion and play of the Lady Eagles.
Not a particularly big crowd, but school hasn't officially started here. The teachers have been here, but the students don't show up till tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes, the students go tomorrow.
The day after Labor Day, so
Yeah?
well, I think that affects the crowd a little bit.
Yeah, I think so.
And if it were Willsboro or E-Town here, there would probably be more folks, but
Tad more.
yeah.
Well, the E-Town faithful, they really support their team. They come in bunches.
Yeah, and that's another thing. You don't get a lot of people coming all the way from Schroon Lake
No.
to attend a game like this.
No?
They know it's going to be one-sided, and why?
They assume. We don't know. We can only assume that it would probably be one-sided. And I think Schroon Lake, I wonder if they got their new gym up this year. They were in their process last year putting it up.
Really?
So you might actually play in a normal gym.
That gym been a lot of years since I've been there, but it
Nope, Christine Ambry's down. That could be her sore leg. Nope, she gets up.
was definitely a tiny one.
Oh, it was really small.
That sucks here, but, neither official is.
And we have a corner kick here. Take two. And it's headed out by Reynolds. Nice feed into the box. Oh,
We had a goalie switch too while we were off.
oh, we were off when we said that. Okay, yeah, Brianna DeZalia went into the net.
And Reynolds is out there wearing number 9.
Number 9. And she would be Lindsay Reynolds. Ball going to midfield. And nice hustle by Jory Cooper. And here comes Cooper and Lauren. Lauren getting a shot off. Nice hard shot. Good save by DeZalia. I should give the folks a 10-day forecast right now with the app that I have.
It would help people watching on the internet, but not the people watching on cable because it would be on a little too late.
Might give you an update on the weather here.
For historians.
Yeah, well, we know what the game was when we started. I mean, it feels like it's gotten a little bit cooler.
A little cooler. There's been a few mosquitoes since
No, I haven't got those.
I did.
Well, we're still 75 degrees out. But the wind is strictly from the south now at 7 miles per hour. And 30% chance of rain tomorrow. And it's number 29, Rose,
White trip, red flag.
taken out by White with 14-17 to go.
Well, they were battling all the way down the field, and
Oh, there's a nice feed. But Miss Dependable, the dominator, Megan Reynolds out there. And Burr getting ready to check in. So Calvin with Sam out, that's going to kind of hinder how many games you can do this fall then, huh?
no, I'll still do the same amount of games.
You will. Well, that hometown cable produces.
Right.
Unless we can get Kathy Ryan up here.
Yeah.
I'll work on her.
All right.
See if she'll film. Or maybe we can get Ken Drake from WPTZ to come up and film if he has nothing going on.
Yeah, there you go.
Little side action. I can't believe Matt Hobbs has been gone for a year. And I just picked up on that.
Almost a year.
Oh, there it wasn't. It was almost a year.
January.
Rick Whitlow's gone too.
He went too?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was Rick Whittle in the 80s?
Chris Kelly.
Chris Kelly, Mark Sudol. What, you got like a wall of fame up there with all those guys up there?
Even
You-
Jeb Drake.
Would you have to take a history course where you get the job there, Matt? Oh, look at this. Look at that. Oh, nice chance for Jory. And we got a goal kick. And we're back to the action here. And it is Gay to Lapierre. Pushing it up over to Polomsky. She gets another shot off. Trying to screen the goalie on that one. Headed by Bushy over to Chelsea Gay. Trying to find Latchmore. She does. She feeds it into the box. Lauren could finish this. Lauren looking for a hat trick. Oh, and that would be Jory Cooper. Gets her first goal. And at 10:50 left here in the first half, Chazy goes up 8-0 as they've outshot Schroon Lake 24-0.
What going? Timer.
So how much time did you say was left?
10:50.
10:50.
And here comes Lauren. Pushes it back. And there's Chazy with their ball movement.
Chazy goal, scoring on 13, Joey Cooper, scoring on 20, and a 1.
Lauren was that close to her hat trick. And there's a nice play by the Dominator herself.
Considering this is Lauren's first real game, that's not bad.
I think it's really good. Couple goals and assists here and there. All mixed in. 9:51 left here to go. And we got a corner kick. And here comes the corner. Nice job by the defense. Clears it out. But Gay gets a hard shot off. There's a deflection. Nice ball movement by the Eagles. Katie Tebow, far sideline, working hard. That's tough though. Start your season against Chazy.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Well, I figure get that one out of the way and
During warm weather.
get it played.
Okay.
Will you be here for the Bolton game on Saturday, Joe?
I'm planning on it.
Okay, good.
You're gonna be here, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I am planning on showing up.
In years past, it's been a boy and girls game with just the girls this year, huh?
Yeah. Well, again, it goes back to that
Number of
number of
games.
games they can play, which is, I just don't agree with that decision. What it comes down to is one more away game.
Yeah.
Atomic ball. She like that. That's what it's called.
We're back to the action here. And it looks like it's going to be a successful opening night here for the Chazy Eagles, as they have a convincing 8-0 lead here. With the clock winding down, 6 minutes and 12 seconds, Calvin. So you'll be home for America's Got Talent. So I hear you're rooting for Poppycock there, Prince Poppycock.
Whatever.
Oh, geez, there's a rip by Polomsky.
The next time I watch that will be my first time.
Yeah, tonight is the finals.
Is it already?
Yeah, got this little girl, like 10 years old, has an opera voice like you wouldn't
her.
believe.
I've seen her. Yeah, everybody's seen her.
Everybody?
Everybody has
Everybody's
seen her.
seen her.
She's more famous than what's her name there, the woman from Britain there.
She's more. Are you serious?
No.
No, I don't think so. She hasn't done an album yet, has she?
No.
What was her name?
I don't know.
there's a goal.
Bet you Judy knows.
Who's the girl from Britain, that beautiful voice? That little girl is the same way.
The old woman.
Yeah, the older lady.
Susan Boyle.
Susan Boyle.
Oh, Kenny Drake. He just comes through.
Oh, man. The guy is just, he's got a knack for TV for some reason.
Mr. TV, they call him.
Susan Boyle, that was it. They said that little girl had like over 3 million hits the next day. That's just a tad more than your events there, Calvin.
Yeah, it's more than.
Combined.
I haven't gotten an update from Brian McBride recently, but last time I checked with him, we were getting about 4,000 a day
Really?
on Plattsburgh.com.
Hits?
2,000, yeah, on the videos, yeah. People
Wow.
clicking on the videos. And about 2,000 a day on HometownCableNetwork.com. So,
That's impressive, actually.
yeah,
And it will only grow.
yeah, right. Well, with 5,000 videos up there, bound to be something you might be interested in.
I would think so.
And five.
Oh, I want to thank you for playing back. Let's bring back the memories of Kavanaugh Realty, 1992.
Oh, yeah.
I got a lot of comments on that.
Yeah.
And then I got some comments. And Lauren got her hat trick.
There we go.
And Mr. Drake will make a note of that on the news. That was a hat trick for the 8th grader, Hannah Lauren. You can use that material, Ken. That's okay. No, there's no copyright here.
Her first varsity game.
Her first varsity game. And then
The assist went to Susan Boyle. You got that?
and then I see you throw a game there where we lose to Beaumont 6-2. I heard about that game.
It was K&L, but yeah.
Okay, now whatever.
Yeah, it was hard to find one where you beat them, so I got a lot of them where you lost.
Oh my God! Must I bring back? Let me wait. OLVA, the monumental embarrassment. Your exact words. They just come back from winning like the C's and states or something, and we took them out in 5 innings.
Yeah.
That was a rarity. Give you some good material there, Ken. Give you some good material. 3:40 to go here.
Joey Cooper had the assist.
Jory Cooper with the assist. Thank you for paying attention. You know, it's amazing. People see that back in 1992. They go, "My God, you look younger then."
18 years ago, you looked younger.
Yeah, 18 years ago.
Yeah.
I had bangs.
You had hair, right?
I had more hair.
Your bangs have receded, that's all. You
that's
still
all.
have bangs, but they're just not as...
Yeah, they don't get my eyes anymore, let's put it that way. And to think your aunt and my mom say, "Joey, get those bangs out of your eyes."
Yeah.
Back when the hair over the ears were cool.
Yeah.
Well, a good night for the freshmen. They've accounted for 4 of the goals tonight. I think Kennan only had 1, right?
I think so. Our sister's still at Plattsburgh State, right, Laurie?
Yeah, not Lori.
Not Laurie. What is it then?
Kelsey.
Chelsea.
Ken had that one figured out too. Oh, yeah. The guy's like he must play Jeopardy or something. He's got all that stuff up there. Well, 2:08 to coming to an end here in Calvin. I hate to see this night come to an end. If we could only have this weather like in November, wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure though when they have the games at Plattsburgh. We get to get in the heated press box up there.
And laugh at the other folks.
Yeah, exactly. You guys go for it. What do you mean you're on your 3rd cup of hot chocolate? My God, 28 shots to 0.
They don't have to had a shot, no?
Yeah, we'll call it 1. And that was done with Coach Trombley taking most of her starters out.
Yeah.
Oh, she's got Megan up there. Oh, look at this. Oh, Megan Reynolds just... That's the sweeper. She puts her up on the line and she pops a goal.
And she apologizes.
Yeah. The Dominator can do it on the offense and the defensive end.
Yeah. Looked like her sister on that one.
Yeah.
One goalie. Timer.
54 seconds, Joe.
54, Calvin. And this game will be history.
What's the score anyway?
10 to
10?
0. Yeah.
Well, we got the double figures that Ken Drake wanted.
Yeah. You hate to see it, but what do you tell the second group don't play?
Yeah, you get somebody, Reynolds off the
She got people in
back
different
line.
positions, yeah.
Back line, you tell her, you're 15 feet from the goal, don't shoot it.
Right.
Red. Let's go.
Well, we're down to 16 seconds here. And now at 10.
9, 8, 7, 6,
There's the shot. They get a shot off.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And this game has officially come to an end. Chazy in their MVAC debut league game beat Schroon Lake 10 to 0. And a game obviously they dominated, and Coach Trombley played everybody and moved people around. And Chazy will go up 1-0 in league play, and they play again here in a few days against Bolton here at the George Brendler Field. And as Calvin and
Oh, we have one more thing.
one more thing.
The award.
The Butternut Squash Award.
Yeah.
Well, I think you'll agree it will go to number 20, Hannah Lauren, as an 8th grader, her varsity debut, gets 3 goals and at least 1 assist that we remember, maybe 2. So it was a phenomenal night for the 8th grader, and Kenan Lachimori picked up her first goal. And so Hannah Lauren will get the Butternut Squash Award for the girls varsity on the 7th day of September 2010. And as Calvin and, of course, the Sam, who's going to have a hip replacement, like to say, that's the way it was in beautiful downtown Chazy.